It's the 11th hour, the 11th day, the 11th month. Across America, flags rise in the cold November wind. And for a moment, just a moment, a nation stops to remember the cost of peace. Veterans Day isn't just a date on the calendar. It's a promise, a collective vow that those who serve this country will never be forgotten. But the story of Veterans Day begins not in the United States. It begins in the mud and smoke of a war once called the War to End All Wars. November 11th, 1918. After more than 4 years of unimaginable bloodshed, the guns of World War I finally fall silent. At exactly 11 a.m., an armistice is signed between the Allies and Germany. The world breathes again, scarred, broken, but alive. 1 year later, in 1919, President Woodrow Wilson declares November 11th Armistice Day, a day to honor the soldiers who fought and died in that First World conflict. Across America, parades filled the streets. Church bells rang. Schools paused for a 2-minute silence. It was a day not of celebration, but of remembrance. But time has a way of rewriting meaning. By the mid-20th century, the world had gone to war again. New heroes had risen from Normandy's beaches to Korea's frozen hills. America's soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines had fought not once, but twice for freedom. A World War II veteran from Birmingham, Alabama, Raymond Weeks, felt it was time to honor all who served, not just those from World War I. In 1947, he led the first National Veterans Day celebration in his hometown. His idea reached Washington. In 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed a bill officially changing Armistice Day. The message was clear. Every generation of service matters. From that moment forward, November 11th would honor every veteran, past, present, and future. Today, every November 11th, the nation stands still again. In Washington, D.C., a wreath is laid at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. A monument to those whose names we'll never know, but whose sacrifice defines us all. At precisely 11 a.m., a moment of silence sweeps the country from classrooms to courthouses, from small towns to city squares. In communities across the nation, veterans march proudly in local parades. The rumble of drums echoes through main streets lined with flags. Children wave, older Americans salute, and families carry photographs of loved ones who wore the uniform. It's not a day of mourning, it's a day of gratitude. A day that bridges generations with a shared sense of pride and respect. But for veterans, every day is Veterans Day. Many come home carrying invisible wounds, memories of friends left behind, or battles fought far from home. From the fields of France to the sands of Iraq, their courage links generations together. And so the day is more than a tradition. It's a reminder to look beyond the uniform, to see the human being behind the medals, to listen, to thank, and to remember. From Woodrow Wilson's first proclamation to Eisenhower's signature, to today's parades and ceremonies, Veterans Day has evolved, but its heart has never changed. It's about service, sacrifice, and the belief that freedom once earned must never be taken for granted. As the sun sets on November 11th, the flags come down, but the gratitude remains in every folded banner, every silent salute, every whispered thank you. To those who answered when their country called. So this November 11th, when the clock strikes 11, pause. Because for 1 century and counting, that moment of silence has spoken louder than any words ever could. If this story moved you, take a moment to honor our veterans by giving this video a like. It helps more people remember the sacrifices that built our freedom. And if you love learning the real stories behind our history, hit that subscribe button and join us for more documentaries that bring the past to life. Your support keeps these stories alive and ensures they're never forgotten.